Hello, Susanne. We are at ComoCamp 2025. You did a workshop yesterday on architecture for flow, which, as far as I understand it, is a combination of methods, which is very much in the spirit of Como collaborative modeling. What are the building bricks of your method?
So architecture for flow builds up on patterns and practices from Wardley Mapping, domain-driven design, and Team Topologies as a holistic tool set that enables organization to design, build, and evolve adaptive sociotechnical systems that are optimized for a fast flow of change and constant feedback. And in the workshop, I was developing a canvas that helps to bring those practices together, because sometimes it's kind of like could be overwhelming where to start. So, and I developed an opinionated, structured approach to bring these three perspectives together in an architecture for flow canvas, and it tries to analyze your current as-is situation from your team perspective, from your business landscape, and then blends over to your envision-to-be situation with your with modelizing the solution space, with visualizing the future landscape, and also the future team organization. So it starts with the teams of today, and then ends with the teams of tomorrow within the canvas.
Do you see that more as a strategic or more as an operational tool?
Both, I would say. So it has both perspectives. So on the one side, the business strategy perspective with a Wardley map, and it starts usually from the user perspective. So what problems we want to solve with users and user needs, what jobs they want to accomplish, and how to help them to accomplish their jobs. And it starts in the problem space and tries to go then into the solution space, what is necessary to fulfill this user needs directly or indirectly. And then also, how can we try to create value for our users and our customers in an effective way, but also in an efficient way. So how to optimize for flow, so how to reduce bottlenecks from the team perspective that are then organized around the streams of changes, and where can the teams then act autonomously and cross-functional from end to end, from idea to creating and delivering value to the customers with minimal impediments, with minimal bottlenecks along the way. So, and it has both like how to optimize our teams for flow, and but also where we want to go to in kind of like strategic direction as well.
How did you journey from working with three individual methods to ending up with your combination?
It evolved organically over the years. So it first started as a startup CTO. It started with domain-driven design when I was a startup CTO, and microservices came up back then. So and everyone was like, "Yeah, let's go with microservices." But with all pain points involved as well. But that brought me to domain-driven design, about how to decompose your solution space into modular components with the bounded context concept of domain-driven design. And back then, microservices and serverless technologies came along, and I was attending a lot of serverless technology conferences, and then Simon Wardley gave a lot of keynotes there, and it was by coincidence.
Crossing the river by feeling the stones?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So and I was sitting in, for example, in one of his keynotes, and was, that sounds really interesting, but how can I approach it to my own context? So, and that was igniting the first idea, bringing Wardley mapping together with domain-driven design. So having the problem space and solution space of the value chain, where we can, and also like where to, for example, a Wardley map itself, visualizing the business landscape, helps you to support you in the decision whether to build, buy, or outsource. And that also can be beautifully combined with the subdomain categories of core, supporting, and generic subdomains. So that was the first connection point that I made. And then also a lot of like principles that Simon Wardley introduced, that was already, when we apply domain-driven design, that also some of the principles from Wardley mapping are already applied. That helps you to enable your organization to be able to respond to changes. And then there was one puzzle piece missing, and that came out with Team Topologies in 2019. And then I went, that is the missing puzzle piece, because we are dealing with sociotechnical systems. So it's not only technical or strategy, we also have to consider that organizations are composed of technical, but also social aspects. And then Team Topologies came along, and I was thinking, okay, that's now the missing puzzle piece that I can blend in as well.
Awesome. Thank you for sharing this with us and ComoCamp. And I would like to conclude with handing one of our famous Kudo cards over to you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for having me.
It was our pleasure.
Thanks.
We hope to see you again next year.
Absolutely. I would love to.